Oh, we're here. I'm
Hey
here.
guys!
He's here. Y'all are here. Welcome. Welcome to this. What is this? Well, if you don't know by now, this is the greatest, latest, and hopefully your favoriteest wrestling podcast. We are the Section 8
We
Wrestling
are.
Podcast. I am Kills at Wills.
I'm Billy.
And today, tonight, whenever you're deciding to watch this, we're going to give you our review of Clash at Paris, one of the latest sets of pay-per-views or PLEs that the WWE has set. There was Clash at the Castle. There was, I think it's always been Clash at the Castle. And is this the first
Yeah.
time it's Clash at Paris or Clash at somewhere
Yeah,
else?
it's like Clash it's insert wherever city they're going to be in here. So Castle, because I think they did it in Scotland.
Scotland for Drew McIntyre, right? Something
Yeah.
like that. Clash at the
And
Castle.
I want to
That
say
was
they've
a cool
done it
backdrop
somewhere else
too.
before, but anyway, no big deal. But yes, they are back for another PLE in Europe,
I
and this
feel like
crowd is just as hyped.
I feel like the clashes became what the New Year's revolutions were because I feel like those were their big European crowd pay-per-view.
Okay.
It felt
Yeah.
like, and so it feels like that New Year's revolution turned into like Clash at the thing for the European crowd. That's what it feels like. But first off, I just want to give a big shout out to the crowd in Paris, man. What a hot crowd.
Man,
Those people out there, football hooligans in the crowd for real. They can make a chant out of anything and make it sound great.
yeah, they
Uh,
said that's the biggest arena in Europe.
yes.
So it
Biggest
had over
arena.
20,000 people, and they were you heard them from beginning to end, like
Yeah.
past the credits, rolling through the post show. Even if you watch some of the post show, they would not stop like chanting. And
Yeah.
I want to be a part of a crowd like that so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I want to I was sitting there watching. It's like, man, this is why, first of all, y'all out there, I'm saying it to you, Billy, and I'll say it to y'all out there. If you haven't already, if you don't have one, get one. You got to get your passport. You got to go see some places because we were sitting there. I was like, man, I want to go to a freaking a football game out there and sit with the football hooligans and all the chanting, all the crazy stuff, man.
That's funny you bring that up because my wife was just talking about because the World Cup's going to be here next year and they're going
Yeah,
to be at Levi's, and I told her how I don't even care who's playing, I just want to be in that environment.
there you
So
go.
I mean, they're coming to us, so we
There you
might
go.
not even have to fly over there to be a part of that. So I say we look into that, but I
Should
mean,
look for that. Cool. But
yeah,
that's football and that's them. Let's get back
right,
to talking about wrestling. So Clash at Paris, everybody. In tradition with what the WWE has been seeming to do from here on out, they start off the night with a hitter. They start off right away with Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns.
man.
Hot crowd for the OTC. OTC comes out with two Ulafalas, one black and one red, which was a very cool look. I think they said, he has the one that he has, and the other ones was given to him by.
Said
Uh,
one from his dad and one for his uncle or something like that for both of the Wild Samoans.
correct, something
Um,
like that.
yeah, I don't remember if they said which one was which, but that they just said that they usually don't do that. That's like a very special thing, and he's wearing it for each of the Wild Samoans, his uncle and his dad.
It's a very cool thing. It
Yeah.
was very awesome. This was a powerhouse type of battle. I mean, when you got names like Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns, you're gonna get that. What's funny is they made a comment kind of during the match, the comment that Wade Barrett and Michael Cole, and they were like, "Well, how do you?" Bronson Reed's been doing this every week. This is what Roman Reigns, what fourth or fifth match in
Hmm.
2025, and it's like, how do you deal with the pacing and all this and blah blah? I was like, well, I'll tell you how they do it. Those long little walks around the
Oh yeah.
those long just talks, and they're just getting the energy from the crowd. That's how you reserve energy so
Yep.
that everything that Roman does or everything that they do looks like mad quick bursts, and you can do all that when you have those spots where you're just reserving energy.
Right, because all the moves were big,
Correct.
and the match was long, but it
Correct.
wasn't. Like there were very big, like you said, there were very big gaps in between. A lot of there'd be like four or five things at once, but
Mm.
like it just they had their moments to be able to catch their breath and still take everything in. Like you said, it was a huge match and it was a way to start the show.
It felt like it took 3 to 5 minutes before they even
Touch.
locked into position the
Yeah.
first time. Just kind of circling each other, playing off the crowd. And then even those first opening moves were like tests of strength, and it was a whole thing. So the first 3 to 5 minutes is just a nice draw out of
hmm
just building this whole thing. I mean, it felt like a main event of something. So
I was just gonna say that there were multiple matches on the card that felt like main events.
yeah, I
This
mean,
being one of them. Like it had, and the fact with the whole stare down and everything, it reminded me of like Rock Hogan,
mhm.
where they were just standing there and just taking in the crowd and taking everything in and just kind of feeling the energy and working off of that because there was a lot of that.
I tell you what, I was saying like, even though this is a live stump show, it's a lot of it's rehearsed, some of it, some of it's planned and scripted and this and that, blah blah blah. But I gotta tell you what, I was like, man, even playing a character, it's why it takes a lot to be a heel, because it's got to do something for your psyche when you walk into a building of 30 something thousand people and everybody in that building wants you to lose.
Yeah, everyone. And they tell you about it.
Yeah, wants you to lose,
Yeah.
calling you all the things. Because yeah, they showed up for OTC. Um, Roman Reigns is the winner. He is going up to Paul Heyman's looking to get his shoes back. Is able to get the shoes back. Paul Heyman gives it to him. Then he puts Paul Heyman to sleep. But as is life, when you mess with the vision, and when you are in wartime, you should keep your head on a swivel because you never know. Because out of nowhere, Braun Breaker comes out, and you'll laugh at my notes. I'm just gonna read down the notes that I
Please.
have.
Because a lot happened in
Yes,
a
it's
short amount
just
of time.
note for note. So here we go.
Yep.
Gets his shoes back, puts Paul Heyman to sleep. Braun Breaker spears OTC through the announce table. Braun Breaker spears OTC again in the entryway. Bronson drops the tsunami on OTC. Bronson drops the tsunami on OTC while strapped to a board. Jey
hmm
Uso comes to help, gets him with super kicks. Braun Breaker spears Jey Uso. Bronson drops another tsunami on OTC while on the board, and Roman is taken out on a stretcher. Man, it was
A
a
lot.
beatdown. It was a
Yeah.
beatdown on OTC, straight
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
It was fun when he was going to one turnbuckle and then he like faked out security. He's like, nope, I'm going to the other one, and then splashes on Roman again. But that's that spear that he hit him in the aisleway because he jumped from a distance. It looked like he like from the free throw line, it looked like Jordan going for that dunk. Like he flew and
He's
he
developed
was parallel with the ground for a while and then hit Roman Reigns. Like it was incredible.
I kind of noticed he's been doing that thing with the spear where he jumps so he can kind of go into this roll, so he can kind of hit him, roll, and then kind of stand up. It's
Yeah.
actually, it's actually really cool. And it does visually look great because at one point, yeah, he's just parallel. I mean, just
Yeah.
boom, like in a
He was
straight line.
fine. He was like a
And
missile.
that,
It was
that.
incredible. I love it.
Ron Breakers is wasted in this vision. He's wasted. I can't wait till he's finally had enough and turns on
I
set.
know. I know. It'll happen, but there's there's got to be a plan because he's going onwards and upwards, dude. I love Braun Breaker so much.
Yeah, I do too. I
Yeah.
look forward to the evolution of Braun Breaker. He's going to be around for a while. I think he's only like 27, so I mean, he's got future superstar written all over him. Um,
Yeah, so then the repercussions of that, Adam Pearce kicked out Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker from the building if they were to
and from
come
the
back.
building, get
Yeah,
out right
like
now.
leave. Like they
Or
couldn't
be,
even change. They were
or
still in their
be
gear and they walked
suspended
out.
without pay.
Right, suspended indefinitely without pay.
Mm, mm,
Uh,
mm,
so
mm.
that meant Paul Heyman was also going to the hospital because he was unconscious.
He's put all
So
weight.
that left Seth Rollins all by his lonesome for the main events.
By himself. Yeah, the revolutionary, the architect, the visionary, Solo Dolo, as Kid Cudi would say. Mr. Solo Dolo. So yeah. Um, will that make Seth Rollins sweat? Who knows? But I'll tell you everybody, Seth Rollins does always say he has a plan B, but
hmm We'll see.
we'll see. That takes us to the tag team championship match. Street Profits versus the Wyatt Six.
Which
Uh,
surprised me. I didn't know that this was going to be on the card. I might have missed it,
I
but
also, yeah, I was like, huh.
yeah,
I totally didn't remember that,
But good
but
for them because there hasn't
I
been a
figured
tag
maybe it
team
was a
title
Friday
match.
night. I figured maybe it was a Friday night SmackDown thing added.
The night before, they had the number one contenders match. So the
Okay,
Street Profits beat Melo Don't Miz. Sorry, Melo Don't Miz. I know every time.
every
That's why
time.
I write it in quotes every time in my notes. But yeah, so the night before they had that. So I guess they just threw that in the card. So that was an unexpected surprise, and I loved it because the Street Profits were dressed in Borderlands gear, which I am a huge Borderlands head. So
There you go.
I thought it was all dope. It was
I was
great.
trying to figure out what they were dressed as when they came out.
Yeah, they're like the bandits in Borderlands that the logo and yeah,
Dope, dope. The Street Profits looked like they started off the match a little bit at odds.
a little shaky. Yeah, it was weird.
Or they had a little tension, it felt like. But I think they started to put it together. You had mentioned to me about watching Angelo Dawkins before for him
Hmm.
to do something he does. I don't know if maybe you've said this before, because I feel like maybe we've you maybe have compared him to, but you know who Angelo Dawkins remind me of? He's a bigger D'Lo Brown.
Yeah,
Just because how D'Lo had was just so super like next level animated, was doing kind of those flips and things when you didn't
and
think he would.
he was kind of like a tanky dude.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah,
had like that dad bod, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Just I got up off the couch and like, yeah, I can do this. I can
very
fight.
true.
Yeah,
We must
yeah,
have just thought it at the same time because I don't know if we discussed or not, but that's a very good comparison. I dig it.
yeah. I miss D'Lo Brown. I always like D'Lo Brown. It's
Man,
fun to watch.
Street Profits are great.
They are good. But
So good.
who is also good is Wyatt Six.
Don't
And the
sleep
Wyatt
on
Six
them.
pulled off a really cool move where one moment the camera's over there, you see Nikki Cross sitting there at the feet of Uncle Howdy. And all of a sudden, she's underneath the ring, grabbing, holding the dude's leg, and they're able to get the victory. And so the Wyatt Six are still the champions,
Great.
pulling off some tactics. I'm sure old Bray would be super proud of. So,
Absolutely.
congrats to the Wyatt Six. Good match. Street Profits are a good group to watch. I like them a lot.
Hmm. They'll be champs once
I've
again.
always liked Dexter Loomis. I'm not a Joe Gacy fan.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah.
There's like one or two things where it's like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. But Dexter Loomis definitely like when he did the whole crawl towards Montez and he followed him over there and like the look on his face, like that was some Wyatt stuff. That was good.
He's just really athletic. He's a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
Just like, I think that he's been underlooked because of the gimmicks he's decided to use. Because his first gimmick was like kind of like that serial killer, kind of just off kind of thing.
Right.
And then now he's a part of the Wyatt Six. So I think that a lot of that gets overlooked by just his actual in-ring ability. I think Dexter Lumis is a really good wrestler, actually. So yeah. That brings us to the next match, Women's Intercontinental Championship. It is fearless Nikki Bella against the man, Becky Lynch.
Oh boy,
Um, I tell you what, Bill, I'll be real honest. This
please.
match, this match was a little stiff.
Yeah, it was a little sloppy.
You can. I had to ask, as we kind of tend to always do, and we're gonna have him on the show one day. Shout out to the young OG, Triple OG Arturo. I thought it might have been maybe it just been me, and then I'm excited to talk to you about this because he was like, "You watch Clash?" I'm like, yeah. He goes, "What you think about the Nikki Bella Becky Lynch fight?" Because I think it was kind of boring, and I'm like, okay. I was like, I wouldn't necessarily call it boring, but I asked him, I was like, did Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch feud in the past, and I missed it? He was like, I don't think so. He's like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, then it's very clear what we saw was a very clear thing of one of these ladies been wrestling a minute. One of these ladies hadn't been wrestling for a little while, and they just they didn't have it
It
sync.
didn't click.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just what happens when you go, okay, go. That's what you get. And sometimes you can cover that up with a crowd, but that Paris crowd let them know right away. Because I felt
like
like
ooh.
they were giving it to Nikki Bell a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there was it was a real bad. I mean, it was bad for Nikki. It was good for us, but that kick she did off the turnbuckle where she just missed completely.
There
It's
was a
like,
couple of
oh,
things, bro, where it was just
Nikki,
like,
you're a Hall of Famer, girl.
Yeah, you got it. Some tune-up matches would have been great. And this is also what happens when you have to derail because it that was supposed to be her and Liv.
Yeah.
Uh, they had already kind of built up that thing, and it did kind of feel like she just kind of jumped on Becky Lynch out of nowhere, or vice versa. And it's very clearly kind of what the audible was. It's like, well, we've invested this time. We've already said Nikki was going to do something. We got to have her fight somebody. So I guess Becky Lynch was the next best runner-up, I guess.
Please,
So
please give us Bailey and Becky, please.
yeah, yeah, especially with whatever this new entity of what Bailey's going through. I'm
Yep.
interested to see what the other side of this looks like.
Yep,
But
give it to me.
their match turned up a little bit at the end. Becky won by using her new little rolling kind of pin thing. Wade Barrett dubbed it the lynch pin, so
The linchpin.
that's what we will
Sure.
call it.
Yep.
So hashtag and still your women's intercontinental champion, the man prevails.
Yep.
Lynch, big time Bex coming through again.
Keep at it, girl.
Uh, we have Adam Pearce checking on Jey Uso because since Jey Uso came and jumped in to help Roman, he got a little banged up. Them ribs hurting again, so Adam Pearce has to come and check on him. Hey, Oos, are you good to go? And Jay's like, yeah, I'm good to go. What kind of questions, Zach? Get out
Are
my
you
face.
sure you want to do this?
Right. Get out my face, Adam Pearce. You know
Yeah.
this is happening. Got money to make.
I gotta be in this championship match, Juice. So
I had to do it for Roman.
taped up and off we go.
Taped up and off we go. We can't stop him.
Nope.
And now it's time for a good old fashioned Donnybrook match, which I
Boy,
had no idea what this was before going into this. And boy, I found out real quickly just by what was around the ring. And just as we discussed,
the
and
bar fight.
we will have an episode where we do talk about our favorite match types. And one of those things we will talk about is how the WWE has been really good at just renaming a hardcore match.
Yeah. Without saying hardcore
Not
match.
saying anything goes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, it's always something. It's like TLC. It's a hardcore match with tables, ladders, and chairs. A table match, a hardcore match with tables. Donnybrook match, it's a hardcore match with bars and Irish
Yeah.
thieves.
It's a hardcore match with bars
Right,
and
right.
bros. So
Casket match, hardcore match with somebody gonna get buried. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's the whole thing.
This match was everything I expected and wanted, and
Correct.
it
It
delivered.
delivered.
It did.
Absolutely. When I was sitting here going like, man, how do you keep building on this thing? Good old fashioned Donnybrook match.
Yeah.
That's how you build on it. Lots of uh beats of the Baldrum. Man, a lot of chest being beat all
A
day.
lot. Everywhere.
All over. Sheamus is put through the bar, which was dope.
Oh
Um,
yeah. He knocked it over and then put him through the front of it. It was yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then Sheamus put Rusev through a table off the top of stacked barrels.
yeah.
What they call it? It's
Hits him
the
with the white noise.
white noise. That's what it is.
Hits him with the white noise after that was before Rusev puts the submission on the whiskey barrels. He puts them in
That's
the
right. Before he threw him off,
and Sheamus
which
takes
was
the
a cool visual.
very cool visual. Also a cool visual was Rusev using the shillelagh and putting the move on Sheamus to get the win.
Yeah, after he broke it over him and then
Yeah,
Sheamus kicked out of that, I'm like, oh, damn. Like it was brutal. But I mean, these two guys are very physical. And
yeah,
even Wade Barrett said, you think with age that that Sheamus would tone down the physicality, but he's actually gotten more physical as he's gotten older.
right.
So
Got this new bit now where he does the thing where it's the color.
yeah.
Yeah,
Banger after banger after
yeah,
banger.
yeah.
Great. Yeah, it delivered. And Rusev got the win, which actually surprised me. I thought they'd give it to Sheamus, but
I feel like if you want people to take this new Rusev seriously, you give him the
he
win
needs
over.
to win. True.
Otherwise, you slowly start to put him back in the box that his gimmick is trying so hard not to be put in.
Yeah.
Hence his whole going after Sheamus as hard as he did, where he's just like, you're this you banger after banger, you just want to have fun. Like that's yeah, like you're too much of a gimmick and not about this. Like I did that and they've crucified me for it. So now I'm dropping all that and I want you to drop all that. And that's what this is about. So I think the right man won. I think they made the right call.
Fair point. Comment retracted.
No,
Mm, love it.
not at all. It's
No,
just,
I love it.
it's just opinions, brother.
Thank you. I thank you for changing mine.
We have next the co-main event. I didn't know which one was going to be last, but in hindsight, yeah, this
Should have
makes
been. It should have gone this way, but I agree. It could have gone either way.
Logan Paul, the Maverick, against the 17 unseen greatest of all time, John Cena. Um, John Cena gets love. I now can understand if you were going to just abruptly go back to being a face, you want to do it before you hit Europe.
Hmm.
You absolutely wanted to be a face walking in front of that crowd. Like
Because
I
I
get
love
it.
how he brought back the
I
little
get it.
Belgian boy
Yeah.
that he yelled at when he was a
Uh-huh.
heel, and he
Uh-huh.
was actually he was there at SmackDown the night before, but
Yes.
he was he was at the show front row for Clash in Paris, and I love it. It's so great.
Yeah, so Cena's back in his bag, still gets the great intro. Um, but he's more joyful about it now,
Hmm.
which everybody, likes to see. Yeah, good for him. I mean, I miss heel Cena already, but at least we got to see it. I have a note here that says Logan Paul is good. I keep trying to tell everybody if you don't like Logan Paul and you don't want him around, you should probably stop watching WWE now because his stock is only going to
Yep.
keep going up. He is the new Miz.
Yeah,
It's
that's why they did this
yeah.
match.
He
That's why
is the
Cena
new Miz.
agreed.
That's why when he first came in, they teamed him up with the Miz. They knew the WWE knew exactly what they were going to do with Logan Paul, and they're just following the blueprint.
Yep.
The only person who can stop Logan Paul's rise is Logan Paul.
Yeah.
He has to either get in trouble or just not care one day.
Because his matches are they're I mean they're I would say few and far between, but he's not day by day.
Right.
But his matches just keep getting better and better. And he's facing the best of the best. Like he's faced Roman Reigns, he's faced John Cena. And he looks great doing it.
Yeah.
He did a triple threat with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens at a WrestleMania, and he
He is,
retained.
yeah, he's very slowly. He's very, I mean, and it could be looked at one way where you're like, he's just going in there to kind of get trolled, to get out promoted and all that. But all of this equates to experience because what people don't think about is it's only going to be a few years. John Cena's going to be gone. A
Yep,
lot of these cats, Randy Orton's not going to be in the spotlight that much. Cody Rhodes is not going to be in the spot. All these cats that are talking at him, to him, down to him, they're either not going to be around or he's going to be the guy. And he'll
you're right.
have that
He's
experience. He's going to keep all those receipts.
Yeah, you're right. He is the new Miz because it'll take a few years, but he'll get the respect. Then it's like, okay, yeah, this guy can go. He's just a fantastic heel, and he's been doing his job this whole time. We just didn't realize it until now.
Right.
Except for us, we've been talking about
Right.
him already. So,
Correct. Correct. The things he's doing now will be appreciated years later, like
hmm
with The Miz, where people now look back on that championship run and go, that made sense and was good at the time for his, it did make everybody mad. And that's why a lot of people didn't like it because it was supposed to make you mad.
yep,
So
did his job.
he's like, he not supposed to be champion ever. And they absolutely put the strap on him. It was still one of my favorite WrestleMania
27.
pre-match packages is Nas, You Can Hate Me Now, and that whole package lineup. It's still phenomenal.
Yep,
Awesome.
just like this match. This match was so good.
Um,
Cena's doing stuff that he's either never done before. He's paying tribute to people. They're saying he hit the Styles Clash. They're saying that he's like paying tribute to people he's probably not going to be able to face on this last run
correct.
because his feud with AJ Styles like 10 years ago maybe
Yeah.
was some of the best stuff that either one of them did. That feud
Yeah.
was so good.
People still talking about maybe they'll touch him up again. We'll see.
Hopefully, we got 3 months.
We still have not. There was no Brock Lesnar sighting. I
Nope,
expected to
not
see a
yet.
Brock Lesnar sighting. No Brock Lesnar sighting in Paris. So there's still that to think
That's
about.
true.
The WWE is doing this thing where it's like, okay, remember we did this thing. Maybe if we don't talk about it or anything, maybe people will forget. The North remembers. We gonna bring it up every time. John Cena wins, and John Cena gets his flowers in Paris. Gets to get the last little bows in. He gets all the love. That was the last time
Mhm.
Paris will see him. So 17 unseen doing his thing. That
Can I
brings us to,
give a sorry, can I give a quick shout
yeah,
out?
absolutely.
That Jelly Roll sat in the front row the entire show.
He was.
You
Extra
don't
post.
see those are seats that are like rotated out, like different celebrities, like big name people. They'll sit behind commentary. But
Yeah,
Jelly Roll and pretty much Post Malone sat there the entire show.
that's gonna be your new tag. That's gonna be a tag team soon.
Oh,
It'll be a tag team soon. Little Jelly Roll, Post Malone.
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, I respect the fandom of Jelly Roll
yeah,
and Post Malone, who's now a country guy. Sure.
yeah. I looked at him and I was just like, man, we've gone so far away from White Iverson. Like, what a other side of the spectrum Post Malone is in now. Like but he's living.
It's
Always
country
seems
era.
like he's living his best life, man. So,
Absolutely.
and I have nothing bad to say. Jackie interviewing Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is trying his best to speak from the boo box. Well, my guys are gone. Paul's gone. If I can't go out there and win it, maybe I don't deserve to be a champion. And it's always things like that where I go,
Yep.
"What's up? What's up? What's up the sleeve?" Like it's something I
These
thought.
people don't feel sorry for themselves ever. So,
Seth Rollins doesn't. Not without. Not when he does. It's a full on like Christian like tantrum. It's not like
yeah.
reserved like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Boy, I miss them Christian tantrums.
Christian tantrum.
DDP, Christian, stop that! You're gonna hurt yourself.
Flailing in the ring. His hair was still long, so the blonde hair was flying all over the place.
Like he'd
Yeah.
hop up and down.
Yeah. He was taking bumps, man. He was
Yeah,
taking legit bumps.
basically.
Just yeah, it was great.
Christian, God, don't do that. You're gonna hurt yourself. Yeah, so Seth, no, maybe I don't deserve it. And
Hmm.
which I immediately went, okay, if there is a true fourth member of Vision, they will show up tonight.
Yep.
That was my first thought. But after that interview, it brings us to our main event of the evening. Boys and girls, it is the big one. It's the fatal four-way. It is the main event. Four letters, one word. Yeet Jey Uso versus Best in the World, Mr. CM Punk against, hey, let me talk to you. It's LA Knight,
Yeah.
yeah, against the Visionary, the Revolutionary, the Architect, the Monday Night Messiah. Yes, y'all. Seth freaking Rollins,
Yep.
leader of the Vision. And the match was good, y'all.
Match was great.
I mean, we've said it on this podcast before. When you see the names on the card, you don't even have to, you don't even really need a story behind it. You're just like, you're gonna see something phenomenal.
You put
And
down the phone and yeah,
yeah,
just
yeah,
you watch and enjoy.
when you get locked in. And this
Yeah,
was
man.
one of those matches to get
Yep.
locked in. Um, I was so locked in. I only really wrote a few notes because I was watching in super real time.
Hmm.
But somebody forgot to finish sawing the Slim Jim table. One
Yep.
of those because
One
I
kind of rolled off of that bit and it didn't break.
bounced off that damn thing. It was like I was like, oh
It's like,
no.
ooh, second bump wasn't expecting.
When you get them old Slim Jims, they don't really snap. They just kind of
They
man.
bend. Yeah. He bent into that Slim Jim.
Yeah. Um, the Knight misses putting Rollins through the French table. Why'd I put that? What happened? Knight missed.
Oh, because Seth Rollins was laying on the table. Jey Uso like kind of got involved, distracted the LA Knight,
That's
and then
right.
he went for the elbow drop
That's
and
right.
put himself through the table because Seth
That's
rolled
right.
out of the way. That was
That's
a
right.
hell of a bump.
That was a big, but that's why I wrote it down because I was
Yeah.
like, that's right. That's right. But I was like, why'd I put misses? Put in, why didn't
Yep.
I just put Knight through? Anyway.
Because
Um,
he misses. He misses Seth, but he didn't miss that table. Ooh,
yeah. Um,
baby.
and so we get put into a position where it is CM Punk and it is Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is telling him, hey, as long as the same thing he'd been telling him, as long as I have breath in my body, you're not going to be champion, this
Blah,
and
blah,
that.
blah. Yeah.
CM Punk's able to put him in the go to sleep. And it's this real great one where Seth bounces off the ropes and then falls on CM
Right on
Punk.
the
CM
shoulders.
has him in an opportunity to put him in another go to sleep and maybe put this to bed. But somebody comes out,
Do a
somebody
little
dressed
low
in
blow there.
all black, and you just see a boom, a low blow, and the hood comes off, the mask comes down. It's the
It's
man,
big time Bex.
big time Bex, Seth Rollins' wife, y'all. Becky Lynch, uh, ruining it for CM Punk. Uh,
Hmm.
Seth Rollins gets the win, and then it's Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch talking crap to CM Punk, and he gets the
Becky wearing a
shirt
Seth Rollins
off, and
shirt.
Becky
Uh,
Seth
sh-
Rollins shirt. They have a
should
big.
she be the last member of the Vision?
That's. I mean, that's what I am thinking, and who else? And why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
I don't think they've ever worked together, Becky and
And
Seth
I
Rollins. So
was trying to think of a time. I couldn't because I was saying in the 'cause when I was watching with Justin and a couple other people in the house, and I was saying that if they do utilize this gimmick, this whole husband wife, and I'm gonna come to I've never seen it. This is the first time I've seen it to where it's like Seth. They've done mention to them being married and this and that, but this is the first time I remember Becky coming straight up to help Seth,
hmm.
straight up like that
Yeah,
on this ride. Like, no, this is my husband. He's the guy. Don't fuck with him. It's usually this air of like he can take care of himself.
right. Yeah, they talk about each other
Yeah,
being
yeah.
my hot husband and my hot
Mhm.
wife, blah blah blah. But yeah, this is the first time that they've been like working, I think, with each other, which would be fun. I don't think we've seen like a husband wife really this powerful since McMahon Helmsley.
Yeah,
Like as like in such a
yeah.
high place
It's
of
such a high thing. Yeah, McMahon
yeah,
Helmsley is it. Yeah, that is it.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't really seen. I mean, the last, and they weren't married, but I mean, I still think the hottest really couple ever really was Edge and Lita
Oh yeah.
because that whole rated R. I was telling the young OG everything you ever need to know about Edge starts with the Brood, and then once he's on a rise. Once he hits rated R superstar, he's a freaking comet, and
Yeah.
it's just even though it starts on some real nefarious, just jacked up type stuff, it did so much wonders for the
As
rest
soon
of
as he cashed in on
like
Cena,
yeah,
boom, right there.
it's so much for the rest of his career, and still one of my favorite hardcore matches of all time, him versus Mick Foley at
And
WrestleMania.
Foley at 22. Man,
Man,
so good.
man, woo! But that's it, y'all.
That
That
was
was Clash of Paris.
a
That was
great
it.
show.
Hope y'all enjoyed it. We enjoyed it pretty well. I enjoyed it pretty well. Had a pretty good time.
Totally.
So, yeah, that's it. So I guess we just gonna be waiting for the next one. I guess their next big one will be what? Crown Jewel.
Yeah, I think so. Pretty close. There might be one in between. I don't know if they'll do
Everyone
two
between.
big international tours back to back, but
I tell you what, me and Billy and I we consider ourselves, I guess, a little more old school. We just waiting for Survivor Series, baby. Bring on
yep.
Survivor Series. That's what we want. We
Come
want
on,
the
November.
bring on Petco. Bring it on. We waiting for it. So that's it, y'all. That's our wrap up for Clash of Paris. I got things to do. He got things to do, and y'all got things to do. So we don't want to keep you. But before y'all go, we gonna let one of my bestest and goodest and greatest partners in the whole world, Bill. He gonna tell y'all how to do this thing that we do this thing. Let him know.
So first of all, kids, go ahead and comment down below. Let us know what your favorite match of Clash in Paris was. Let us know what you thought was going to happen. Any appearances, anything just in general, what you like, what you don't like, what you want to hear more or less of. Let us know. Hit that subscribe button.
Hit it.
Also, you can find us on Instagram, Section 8 Wrestling Pod, and Spotify and Apple Music.
Woo! Woo! We all over. We're not hard to find. If you want to find us, go ahead and find us.
We're
Anyways,
there.
that
We're
is
around.
we're around. That is our time. Thank you so much for stopping by our little corner of the world. We hope we've been a pleasant distraction for whatever's going on out there. Because I know there's some bad things, some kind of sad things. But
But we're
hey,
here.
we're here.
You got us.
Here we are. Who are we? We are the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Kills at Wills.
Billy.
Hey, 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 y'all. We're going to see y'all on the next one.
Later, guys.